Hello and welcome to some more Star Citizen news. It is Sunday, the 14th of December. I want to talk about all the things that have been going on this week with Luminalia, Alpha 4.5, experimental VR being tested, although I don't think that's as important as some people think it is. Well, I'll talk about what I mean by that in a minute. Right, engineering updates. There's quite a bit going on, and we are plodding towards Alpha 4.5's release. So, to me, this looks like they're going to be releasing 4.5 to live next week at some point. We're not in release candidate territory yet, though. CIG appear to be just focusing on bug fixes and balance for 4.5, which is what they need to do. So engineering keeps on getting updates. They are trying to get this into a good state for combat and damage and all that sort of stuff. They're trying some changes to penetration where it now scales radially. This means at the point of hull penetration, the remaining damage in the cone will scale linearly downwards the further into the ship the munition goes, and the further radially out from the center of the munition path. So they're trying to do this so when you get hit by something, it doesn't hit all of your components and annihilate your ship just with very few hits. There's a lot of problems with larger ships and certain ships getting two-shot or taken out very quickly. Some of the bits they're doing, they've made further updates to shields as well so that they take slightly more damage from energy weapons. They've updated some resistances for all ship components to sort of increase their lifetime. But yeah, loving the direction of engineering here. It just needs some love, and hopefully they'll be able to get into a good state for next week. And when I say that Alpha 4.5 is probably releasing next week, that's my expectation. It doesn't have to. Anyway, beyond that, in the latest patch, they've also done some little tweaks for signatures in caves to reduce them, and they've made harvestables, increased their sort of infrared signatures. Lots of optimizations as well, further client performance optimizations, shop inventory performance optimizations, not actually sure what form that takes, and some CPU to GPU particle updates. Load of bug fixes as well for repair stations not repairing properly, frame rates, salvage tools, the size 10 Idris laser, jump point misalignment, party markers, AI not spawning, mission progression, fires not showing, fires reigniting, loads of smoke being everywhere, and various crashes. So that wasn't all though, because CIG have added experimental VR support in the latest builds for 4.5. And it's being tested by people with various VR headsets, and a lot of people are enjoying it. It is experimental even within the alpha, so bear that in mind. And CIG have said they don't have a dedicated sort of VR team. This initiative appears to have been sort of spearheaded by Sylvan, one of their devs, and I think they've got some more people involved with it. But yeah, at the moment it's just sort of very cool head tracking with the headset, and obviously works with VR headsets properly, but it doesn't have proper hand or body tracking or anything like that at the moment, and it kind of needs that to be properly integrated. It needs a load of updated UIs and things like that as well. CIG are looking at a load of stuff, sort of hand tracking, full body tracking, eye tracking within VR headsets too. So I suspect that in the future, VR support will be absolutely fantastic, but I would not consider this an important part of 4.5. I don't know if this is actually going to be released with 4.5 Live, how long this experimental feature is going to stay there. Is it just going to be there semi-permanently? It only affects a small amount of players that have a VR headset and that actually want to try this at the moment. And yeah, it's amazing that they're playing with VR at all, and it's a great early test of it, but it's not in a refined state yet for the masses to use by any means. If you have a VR experience with Star Citizen now, it's fun and cool and kind of immersive in its own way. You're like, okay, this is pretty wow factor. The scale and the size of stuff is pretty impressive, and it's a hugely highly detailed universe with just so much cool stuff going on. However, the combat and FPS experience, especially FPS combat stuff, it's not the best, and interactions make you feel out of place because you're not raising your hands properly and things like that. So yeah, fantastic first implementation and a long way to go, but tell me of your experiences of VR in Star Citizen if you've been playing around with this VR support. You're having a great time, you're having a terrible time, you're like, oh yeah, it would be really good if it had hand tracking or if it had your motion tracking, or if my head didn't get stuck in random objects. Luminalia! Luminalia's going on, so you can get involved with Luminalia by going onto the RSI website, and until the 22nd of December, or even after that actually, you can open the calendar there to get a load of cool themed Luminalia gifts. So you can get skins and that sort of stuff. So the first 4 days I'll tell you about. There's been some skins for the Golem. There's the Deck the Hull and Icebreaker paints for that. There's the Pulse laser pistol with a cool skin on it. There's a Luminalia sweater, and again, those Deck the Hull and Icebreaker paints, but this time for the Spirit. But yeah, check back at 4 PM UTC every day, and you can see what's newly arrived in the Luminalia calendar. There's also like gift box cargo missions and things like that going on in game, and there's a screenshot competition you can get involved with. I'll chuck all of that down below if you are interested. Oh, let me talk about the sneak peek in the newsletter as well, actually. So there's this thing, which I'm not 100% sure what it is. So it's sort of like a laser or a lens or something like that. It could be a teleporter, it could be a lot of different things, but it's probably either a new laser weapon or a mining beam thing. So they talked about the RockBreaker sandbox activity for the Nyx system that they've got planned, I believe, for 2026, citation needed. But they showed that off at CitizenCon 2025, and I would expect that you need to put a load of lasers or these sort of lenses in the right place. Bam! Then you can do the RockBreaker mission where you sort of use a station to crack a big asteroid and then loot all the cool stuff within. A couple of other things I want to mention. The Daymar Rally and the sign-ups for that are open. I really like Daymar Rally because every year it gets better and better and better for the most part, because there's a load of cool new things added to Star Citizen that just improve it. I wonder if there'll be a VR division in 2027. For those of you who are interested in getting an RSI voluntary subscription, they are available at a discount at the moment. There's a CLX PC giveaway going on at the moment as well. I'll link a load of this stuff down below and you can check it out if you are interested in getting involved. Next week, obviously, I'm expecting Alpha 4.5 to go to live, and we haven't had the monthly report come out. So I'm hoping there is a monthly report turning up in December, and some other stuff that might happen in December. You might get a letter from the chairman, from Chris Roberts. A lot of people are sort of hoping for that, giving us some updates on what the sort of year ahead is looking like, and just talking about the ridiculous amount of funding that they're getting. Like, I think it's around 150 million this year. That is a lot of money. We might see the Star Citizen financials that they used to post on the Cloud Imperium Games website as well, where they talk about sort of like the previous year and a load of plans and where the money's being spent and the sort of breakdown there. And I'm always interested in that. So we'll be covering Star Citizen and all the updates as they come in. And I'm really interested to know what you're thinking of 4.5 at the moment. When do you think 4.5 is actually going to release to live? Have you been playing with VR? Are you looking forward to 2026? Do you think we're going to see a monthly patch in January? Or do you think it's unlikely because they use it as a planning month and they won't all be in the studio at the start of the month? It takes them a while to get back up to speed from coming back off the holidays. But yeah, tell me what you think in the comments below. And something else that you should do, click on the links below to nordvpn.com/BoredGamer, or you can just go to that address that I said there to get NordVPN with a huge discount. What are you waiting for? To get better accessibility, security, and privacy on the interwebs? Use NordVPN. NordVPN. That's my little jingle now. Perfect. Every month we have a ship giveaway. For December, we are giving away a Kruger Intergalactic L22 Alpha Wolf. Just comment on any video made during December 2025 to be in for a chance of winning that. It does also come with lifetime insurance and a game package. All you need to play Star Citizen and start your journey with a powerful light fighter, or add it to your fleet of ships. I don't know who's going to win. It's kind of random. Something that's not random is your support of this channel. Thank you so much for watching this video to the end. And if you would like to like, share, subscribe, that really helps. Commenting helps as well. Also, you might consider clicking the join button under my videos or becoming a Patreon. There's some exclusive videos there. There's some emotes. It helps out the channel more. We are going to be playing a load more Star Citizen. Thank you very much for watching. You have a great December. Tell me all the things in the comments below.